Let him know, let him know.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The throw complete here to Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 56.
Now they run with Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
Come on, man. Like, how's that pass?
Come on, set. 30 base.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand him up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah, passing. Oh.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha. 57.
Off the play fake. Reynolds. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reynolds. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gonna let. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something...
Interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now this pass brought in by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, Delta.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. He's got it to Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, Haywood. 57.
From the gun, Reynolds. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals. Okay, ready? Take 3, 2 and Receive, chop. 5. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Sirloin connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off play action. Reynolds. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 5.
Back to throw. Reynolds. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Geno Atkins got home that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And so running it over. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this throw caught left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2nd down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
I don't play for that. I think the way it looks like I got wings. I think I got wings play right. I'm just not one. I told myself that.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
I don't do that shit when I was doing. I learned that shit myself.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Reynolds got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down. Reynolds nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I miss.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's
I don't know what's wrong with my
mind,
but
and this score will
I've been
stay
kicking
right
my
where
ass
it
lately,
is.
bro. Like, my shit
Remember
don't
last year,
far.
week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game. You know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And
it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Mixon, and an alley to run. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, C6, C6.
56. Mo's 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
Bro, that's fucking Wade. Wade just as fast as what's his name? John Ross.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his
I
guys
don't know why she's doing
continue to
this
pour it
situation.
on.
It's a legit pick, but if you give me ammunition
And
to
the
on
lead
top
will
of my
swell
head,
by one more.
I don't have no fast receivers. I gotta go. I have to do trade, bro. I never.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm playing game, so I'm playing long play with it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That must be
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready up. Protein spill.
56. Here we go, yeah.
Get it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
61, Max Fox, right.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Mixon with it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
General West.
They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Off the play fake. Reynolds. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 3rd down, Reynolds. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reynolds escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think I threw it
Another
late.
incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
There's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Go. Door out.
To throw on 3rd down, Reynolds.
I threw it too long.
Intercepted a 3rd
Oh
time.
man, bro.
Cravon will block with a pick.
I threw it too long,
And his
too.
crew will take over with a football at the
I'm so
35-yard line.
open, bro. If I threw
The
it
Bengals
too.
drive about to
I
get
threw it too
going,
long, so
and this
they
game
can-
comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but
I
you
threw
still
it
have your
too
starting
long,
quarterback
too.
out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
That's
and they
why
all
I'm so
looked at
big
me
on
and said,
speed, bro.
just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they won't take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
56 is Mike.
Got a man, it's Brown. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well underway to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Like he acting dumb in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it out to the sideline. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards on the ground. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And they give this time to the tailback. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the pass.
Look at me, zipper. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Charlie. There. Now.
On 4th down, Reynolds buying time to his left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they will take a knee here.
Go now. 18 Gator.
You got three down.
Don't make it so funny, bro. RPOs, you usually have the over.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
That's game. It will. Turnover.
Are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I thought y'all started. I'm enjoying y'all. Enjoying y'all now. We got my ass whooped.